I'm Morgan. I'm a huge dirt biker. All right, guys, I got you again. I know you clicked the thumbnail. I know you're ready for a fight. So make sure you're bringing all your comments in. Let's do this. Definitely a serious topic that's going to really get a lot of people fired up. But let me say first, you guys have to make up your own opinions. You have to come to your own conclusions about what you want to use. But I'm going to tell you right now, Recluses are ridiculous. That's all there is to it. If you don't learn how to ride a bike without a Recluse, you're not really motorcycling. That's all I can say. One of my favorite things to say to people who get Recluse clutches is I like to ask them if they got a skirt with that purchase. I know a bunch of you ladies out there are going to get mad at me for making fun of you, but you know, here we are. That's what we do on the huge dirt biker videos is we get people fired up. We try to get people out of their safe spaces and commenting getting all fired up and hammering away on their keyboards and getting mad at me because it just makes me laugh. That's all there is to it. Let's go over Recluse clutches and why I think you should at least learn how to ride a bike without one first. This little guy is an automatic and it's great for a little kid to learn on. They just burp, twist and go. They don't have to worry about shifting. They don't have to whatever. And they're for little tiny children. Now, as soon as you get too big for this, you move to what I would consider what you should move to is a 65. And 65s all have clutches, or like a CRF 80 has a clutch, or a CRF 100, or XR 100, whatever. They have clutches. It's a crucial part of riding a dirt bike is to be able to slip the clutch, raise the front wheel, whether it be to do a wheelie to impress the ladies, or hop over a log, or spin the back tire to get around something, whatever. Slipping the clutch is incredibly important. Keeping the power at its peak. When you're going up a nasty hill climb, you need to be able to do that. The only way to learn how to do that is to be forced to do it. My kids, when they were little, they got on 65s. They didn't have any idea how to do it. They stalled it all the time. They didn't know how to get the power out of it. They'd pull it in and rip and flip over backwards, all that good stuff. It happens, right? It's a thing. As they got better and learned, they were able to use the clutch. They could stay in a higher gear and slip the clutch and kind of get a little more power out of the bike to go. They've learned to wheelie over stuff. It's an incredibly important thing. And I see people putting Recluses on 65s and 85s for kids. I think that is the worst idea you could ever do. You're holding your kid back. You're keeping them from learning. Same with girlfriends or wives. You get them on a bike, you immediately put a Recluse on it, and now they don't know how to use a clutch. That's a terrible decision. Our entire society is cratering because people don't know how to use clutches, right? No one knows how to drive a manual transmission car. No one knows how to use the clutch on a dirt bike. It's ridiculous. You need to be able to do that. Alander is probably out there getting super mad at me right now because she doesn't know how to drive a manual car, but she's going to learn how to ride an actual dirt bike with a clutch, and it's going to be awesome. Also, it's allowed my children who were, started to learn to use clutches at like 7 or 8 years old. Now they can drive my wife's truck that's a manual transmission truck, no problem. They just jumped right in it, able to use it, no big deal, all worked out. It was awesome. And I feel better about that, right? Because if they're out somewhere in the woods with their friends, hanging out, car breaks down, like someone's automatic vehicle breaks down and there's some, whatever, they need to be able to use a clutch. It's really important. Now, will they ever have to? I don't know. Maybe not, but I'd rather them be able to. It's just an important thing to learn how to do. Now, if you are really good with a clutch and you know how to use it, you know how to do all the wheelies and the things and the whatnots, and you also want a Recluse, then fine. That's fine. Tell me I'm an idiot. I don't care. That is totally fine. I've had one. I ran a Recluse in my 12-300, put one in there to test it out. The new ones are really good. They're really a lot better than the old ones. I rode it for a little while. I felt like it kind of deadened the feel of the clutch. It didn't have quite as much snap as I wanted it to have, and so Yeah, I got rid of it. I just like, nah, I'm not into that thing. It's no good for me. I sold it to someone else, whatever. But wait, Morgan, doesn't Jimmy Lewis run a Rekluse? And he talks about how great Rekluses are? Yeah, Jimmy Lewis does that. But Jimmy, I know you. We've met, whatever. I think you're in their pockets, right? I think you're getting paid by Rekluse to do that because every like serious dirt biker I know doesn't run a Rekluse. Okay, actually, let's back up. That's not totally true. I know some that run them. They're great for endurocross. They're great for really, really gnarly stuff that you need. It has a time limit on it, right? None of the hard enduro guys I know run them. None of them. I don't know a single. Personally, I don't know any of them. And there might be, comment down, whatever, bring it. I'll be hard pressed to believe that Jimmy Lewis would actually pay for a Rekluse clutch. Hard pressed. If you've already gotten to the point where you feel like you have complete control over your clutch and everything on your bike and you want a Rekluse, get one. Fine, tell me I'm a moron, that's totally cool. But I am here to say right now, if you are just learning how to ride a dirt bike, or you're just teaching your kid or your wife or your boyfriend or your whatever how to ride a dirt bike, please, please do not give them a Rekluse auto clutch. And I make sure I say auto clutch because Rekluse makes manual clutches, but I think we all know what I'm talking about here. Please just put them on a bike with a manual clutch. They will figure it out. People are smart. Humans are amazing at what they can do. Obviously, there's another option where it maybe didn't make sense. I actually worked with a guy who didn't really have a left hand. It was just birth defect, born, anyway, it was messed up. And I'm sure people have been injured and whatever. Fair enough. We put a Rekluse on that thing. I get it. He wants to ride, right? We're not dealing, it's not the outlier situations. I'm talking about normal, healthy humans that just need to learn how to use a clutch and not be weenies and like, I can't even. Again, if you get to that point in life later, after you've already learned, awesome, thumbs up, I love it. But Morgan, what about when it gets really, really, really hard in the mountains and my hands toughen up? Work on your hands, maybe go buy some of those silly Midwest mountain engineering levers that I don't like. Something, figure out how to ride the motorcycle. You'd be fine. If I can get through the hard stuff, you can get through the hard stuff. I'm telling you, figure it out, you'll be better off for it. And then when you're like 65, 70, then you can do the auto clutch and I'll be like high-fiving you, no problem. All right, guys. There you go. There's another huge dirt biker video. It's a little bit short one, but it should get people pretty fired up. If you guys like these videos, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out our other videos. They're not all this, me yelling opinions at you. A lot of our videos are how-tos and reviews and riding and all that good stuff. I just have found this to be a lot of fun. So make sure you let me know if you like these. Make sure you let me know if you hate these. But also, if you're here, you're new, go check out some of our other videos. I think we got a lot of great information out there. We have a lot of fun, and I love you guys all. Don't take anything I say too seriously. Pop wheelies. Oh, shit! Ow! Woo! Yeah! You all right?